So today we have quite a bit of stuff to talk about, so I am going to do my best to keep this video under 12 minutes. We'll see how it goes. You're looking at al.com. The title of this article is Unaffordable as is, NASA leaders say of Artemis moon program key to Huntsville. Now I'm mentioning this of course because LEGO has quite a few NASA sets that are retired and also that are released right now, and there's also a NASA set coming out next year too. So whenever there's great news in the space world and that's something to celebrate, of course that benefits the resellers. So real quick, I'm just going to read right here. Senior NASA officials have told government auditors the space agency Artemis's moon program is unaffordable at current costs, according to a federal audit released Thursday. So what this is they are trying to backtrack and pretty much plant the seeds that we are not going to go to the moon again, which is something that I already knew was not going to happen, but this is how it is going to happen. We will probably never go to Mars, despite how many people think that's the case. We're just not going to. And it's very unfortunate when it comes to humanity and also for us LEGO resellers. Now, whenever I do talk about the space program, which really isn't often on this channel, I do get some emails from people who are really into the space program, and I myself put myself in that category also, but I tend to have more of a realistic approach to it where everything is not insane and we are not always going to do what is set out for us to do when it comes to space exploration. So for those people that have emailed me in the past and for those people that are very much interested in the space programs, I highly encourage you to check out this video where Weinstein talks about space exploration. The title of this video is We May Have Doomed Humanity, which honestly I don't know why that title is there, because whenever you watch the video, I think it was just for clicks, not to say anything bad about Chris Williams. I listen to his videos a lot and I think he has tons of good comment, but he talks about the physics program and how they're not on the right track. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and feel free to check it out. Now we also have two questions that I feel are very important to answer. The first one is, I believe, from Ken Chu 5900. He writes, Disney Castle for 1200 question mark. Seriously? Now he is referring to a video that I recently did. The title of it was These 2023 LEGO releases will do amazing post-retirement. And I want to address this because I actually think this is a very important question. So when the Disney 100 Castle retires, do I think it's going to hit 1200 the first day? Absolutely not. Do I believe that the Disney Castle will reach $1,200 the second, fourth quarter after it retires? Probably not, but it will eventually get there. Now, I'm not by any means saying that it's going to take 7 to 8 years. I definitely think it will happen sooner than that. But if you've been reselling for a while and you know people will spend a lot of money on LEGO sets, I definitely think the Disney 100 Castle is one of those candidates to go ahead and hit 1200. Now, only time will tell, of course. I know, for example, let's say the Elsa Castle, right? They've had different variations whenever it comes to that castle at different price points, right? And that has affected the market when it comes to reselling those sets. So let's say the Disney 100 Castle, which retails right now for around $400, were to retire, and then 6 months later they put out a new Disney Castle that is somewhere around $150, kind of like what they did with the Harry Potter, the very large castle, and now they have that $150 set. That's definitely going to affect the market, and I definitely think that'll impact that set not getting to 1200. But as of right now, I do believe, if I had to guess, somewhere around the 4-year mark, that set will come very close, 4 years post-retirement, that it will hit $1,200. That is a evergreen set. I believe it was the 2012 Space Shuttle LEGO set. That's an evergreen set too. That is a set, if you did your own due diligence, you will see that that set constantly went up in value every year. Now, I need to go ahead and check to see if the new Space Shuttle Discovery has affected that price. It probably has. But as it stands right now, I strongly believe that that set will hit $1,200 eventually. And I would love to hear what everybody has to say in the comment section about it. And the next question comes from one of the Wolf for Bricks team members. It is Haley over at Brick Blums. Make sure you go ahead and check out her YouTube channel and like and subscribe her videos. She writes, glad to see you are all well after not feeling well on the live stream last week. Greatly appreciate that. For the sets that sell out, how does the sets selling out impact investing since they are new sets? Is it just the data we can get from it? So this is a great question, and this is from the video where the title was, these LEGO sets will vanish from shelves before Christmas. So we were talking about some new sets. I believe the Coruscant gunship was one of them, where these sets have a chance, in my opinion, a good chance of selling out completely, and those people that have a couple extra ones can go ahead and sell them and make a pretty decent profit on it for a quick flip. So when she asks for the sets that sell out, how does the sets selling out impact investing since they are new sets? Well, it impacts investing because whenever it sells out, we're able to see what price these sets go for in the aftermarket. If I had to guess, I'm just taking a stab at this. If these sets were to sell out December of 2023, I would think that the price on that might potentially jump anywhere from $225 to $250, which is great information because, and this tells me for certain that that Coruscant gunship will more than likely hit over $300, maybe 18 months, maybe even 2 years post-retirement. So yes, it is the data that we get from it. It is useful information, and we could go ahead and use that information to help us make an informed decision when those sets come closer to retiring. So the thumbnail on this video should be 2023 retiring sets. I did a similar video last year. You could go ahead and you could see it on the screen right here. And we're going to take you to the Excel, and I'm going to show you the sets that I picked last year and to see how well they are doing. We're now in September, so this is 9 months post-retirement. We have the Star Wars Imperial Shuttle, which is doing 85% ROI, which is not bad for retiring just 9 months later. We also have the LEGO Ideas NASA Apollo 5 Saturn rocket. That's currently going for 97% ROI, which is just amazing. I knew this set would do well. I'm actually surprised it's not somewhere around 125%, but it'll eventually get there. And then we also have the 4+ Batman vs. the Joker Batmobile Chase. That is currently going at 70% ROI. And just for fun, in case you were wondering, the S&P 500 Vanguard Index Fund, which is a great fund, the buy price on that was $349 January 1st. It only has a return on investment at 17%, which is not bad when you're talking about investing securities, but pretty pathetic when we're talking about LEGO. So my first pick is the LEGO Disney Princess Rapunzel's Tower. I would almost consider this the UCS Rapunzel Tower. I actually thought about making a mock incorporating the Rapunzel Tower into the Saturn V rocket, but there was just too much planning ahead, and I decided not to do that. Retail price on this is $65. The buy box price has it at $51.99, and I've done a video on Rapunzel sets in the past. The funny thing is, it didn't have a lot of views. Just for fun, I'll go ahead and put that link in the description below so you could check it out if you want. And I knew it would not get a lot of views. And for those of you that have known me for a long time, I'm very passionate about the Rapunzel theme. It has done very good for me, and it will continue to. I absolutely love this set. So if you like these videos and you said to yourself, you know what, I want to check out Jim's Patreon, well, now's a great time. We do have the 7-day free trial over at Patreon. We have our group chat coming up this week. We also have our buddy Jake from Jake's Bricks joining us in October. Can't wait to chat with him again. I know we had a lot of fun last time he was on, and he was able to answer quite a few questions as well. We also offer the one-on-one consultations with yours truly, myself. We have well over 80 exclusive videos that you just can't get anywhere else. And since its inception, we've had over 500 members join our Patreon, which tells me it's a clear winner. So if that's something you like, feel free to check it out in the description below. Next up, you have the LEGO Star Wars Boba Fett Starship, set number 75312. Now this, for some, is an obvious choice, but let me tell you, there really hasn't been a lot of chatter. It's almost like there was chatter at the beginning, but there's no chatter now because there's a bunch of other really cool Star Wars LEGO sets out there. But for those that know, the Slave One is the obvious winner. This is, of course, not the Slave One, it's the Slave One. It's the Boba Fett Starship. It's whatever you want to call it. But the interesting thing is the Imperial Shuttle did really well, and that was at the same price point, so you would think that this set would do better, right? And right here we have a bunch of Slave One Lego sets, and everybody knows. I mean, if you've been doing this for more than 5 minutes, everybody knows that these sets are clear winners. I would think the sales velocity on the $50 price point would do really, really well. And once this Lego set's gone, the only Slave One you have left is the Microfighter. I think it would be a good idea for Lego to take a break from Slave Ones for at least 2 years, but that's just me. And finally, we have the Lego Star Wars Republic Fighter Tank, set number 75342. This at one time was something I would never mention on the public YouTube channel. I only mentioned this on the Patreon channel, but because everybody and their mother is talking about this set, it really is not a secret anymore. I even have my 7-year-old school bus driver chatting with me about this set in the morning whenever he's picking up my son. This set is just crazy. Now, some of you may be saying, well, Jim, that's bad news. I mean, this set is going to be over-hoarded. But is it really? Right here we have the Lego Star Wars 501st Legion Clone Troopers. This was like the first of its kind whenever released, and you can see the dirty tricks that Amazon is doing right here. They don't have a price right there. That's intentional, by the way, if you don't know. It's because they hate resellers. And when you click onto the set, you can see right here when you click see buying options, because again, because the people at Amazon are snakes, you can see the price right here is going for $46. This was a $15 set not that long ago, folks. So is this an over-hoarded set? I really don't think so. If people would consider it over-hoarded, I would think this, you could consider the sales velocity on this being over-hoarded as well, because I don't see a single problem with this set. And when it's all said and done, I don't believe that there will be a problem with this set either. It's a Target exclusive. I mean, there's going to be some difficulty getting these sets. So that's it, friends. We have the Republic Fighter Tank, we have the Boba Fett Starship, aka Slave One, and we also have the UCS Rapunzel's Tower. Let me know what you think in the comments section.